the children of the promise, which is Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay? So read that one more time, the last verse you read.
Verse 8. That is, they which are the children of the flesh.
They which are the children of the flesh, read.
These are not the children of God.
So it's people out here that are not children of God, man. Contrary to popular belief. Right? People say, you know, we're all God's children.
Bring it out.
Right? What they say? Red, white, right? What's the song?
Color, blue, yellow.
Blue, yellow. No. The Lord said these are not the children of God. Read.
But the children of the promise are counted for the seed.
So the children of the promise are counted for the seed.
That's right.
Okay? The children of the promise are the 12 tribes of the children of Israel, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
Right.
These are the children of God. These are the children of the promise. All right? Who the Most High promised them the kingdom from the foundation of the world, man. Before the earth was even formed, man, this was promised to them. Right? Read. All right, that's it on that, man. Right? So the sister don't know what she's talking about, right? So therefore what? She's not dwelling with wisdom. Okay? She was taught foolish things in the society, man.
Right.
Okay? And the Lord said, dwell with wisdom. All right? So read that one more time.
The book of 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 4. For the weapons of warfare.
Oh, Salaki, not that. I don't want that yet. Give me the matter of fact, go ahead and bring it out.
2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 4. For the weapons of warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God's power to the pulling down of strongholds.
To the what?
Pulling down of strongholds.
So the Lord said the weapons of warfare are not carnal. Okay? So we got to come out here and we got to pull down these spiritual strongholds that are being imputed on our people. Okay? Like, for example, how y'all doing, family? Y'all doing all right, family? All right, can I ask y'all a question real quick? We're not gonna hurt y'all. We brothers and sisters. We want to talk. We want to dialogue with y'all. How you doing, brother?
Good, bro.
All praise to the Most High, man. We doing, we enduring, King.
What y'all trying to do up out there?
All right, out here. So what we doing is we teaching our people that we're God's chosen people. All right. Did you know that the Lord has a chosen people according to the Bible?
No, I don't.
All praise. So do you believe in the Bible?
Certain Bible.
Certain Bibles. All right. So real quick, give me Deuteronomy 7 and 6. All right. Give me Acts 17 and 26. Drop everything y'all had. Give me Job 8 and 8.
You gonna do Job?
Say that again.
You gonna do Job?
We read the whole scriptures, brother, from Genesis to Revelation.
I'm saying, but you gonna do Job?
Say that one time, King.
You gonna do Job?
Right.
Job.
You didn't see the front of my car?
Nah, I didn't see it, brother.
You see my Mason sign?
Your Mason sign?
Yeah.
Nah, I didn't see it, brother.
Okay.
I didn't see it.
You gonna do Job?
What about it, brother?
We know Job.
All right, so let me show you something real quick. Bring that out, bro.
7 and 6.
Yeah, 7 and 6.
Reading out the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6.
Bring it out.
It reads, for thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Read.
The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people.
Did you know that the Lord has a special people that's walking the face of the earth right now? You know that? Who are they?
Proper name.
Who are the people that the Lord chose to be his special people?
We would never know.
We will never know. All right, watch this. Can I prove to you that we will know and that we do know?
Okay, go ahead.
All praises, brother. Right. So watch that. Read that.
Finish. Thou art a chosen people. For thou art, where am I? Oh, the Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people
Read.
that are upon the face of the earth.
So the Lord is talking. He's addressing the people.
But what people?
All praises. I'm gonna answer it for you, brother. All right. Can we answer it for you?
Yeah.
All praise. All right. So give me Deuteronomy 1 and 1. Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 15. All right. Give me Acts 17 and 26.
Turn my man.
I want Acts first.
You want to ask what?
Acts 17 and 26
On my
first.
mirror. On my
No,
mirror.
you got it already.
My
All right. Give me Deuteronomy then.
Yeah.
The book of
Hold on.
Turn it this way.
Deuteronomy what? You gonna be Deuteronomy?
You see my Jeep?
28 and 15. Say that again.
See my G?
Right, I see it, brother.
Okay. Because you talking about Deuteronomy, you talking about Job, you talking about that, bruh. That's what we study.
All right, brother. So I asked you who are God's chosen people, right?
You'll never know.
Okay, brother. All right, brother.
You
So,
gotta be chosen.
all right, brother. So can I prove it to you real quick? Can I
Yes.
just read it?
I got
Cause you said I could.
Okay.
All right, so I want to do that for you real quick.
I got you.
All right, so real quick, give me Acts first.
The book of Acts, chapter 17, verse 26.
Uh,
And hath made of one blood
so the Lord, out of one blood, He made what?
all nations of men.
So the Lord made nations of men. All right. So everybody is now one, contrary to popular belief. All right. The Lord made 18 nations of people. It's 18 nations of people that were created after the flood, and they're still on the earth today.
That's right.
All right. So out of those 18 nations, the Lord chose one nation of people to be His chosen and special
What's
people.
their name?
And I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna read it for you, brother. So I just wanna. I'm painting.
I just want you to show it to me.
All praise, but I'm painting a picture for you. I don't want to give you a half.
No, you ain't gotta give me half, bro. I'm a Mason.
All right, brother. All right, brother.
So what you reading, I already read.
Okay, brother.
I didn't read the 33 books.
All right, brother. All right, brother.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't got my butt whooped for
Right.
33 times.
All right, brother. All right.
So I ain't trying to downplay you, but I'm trying to tell you that if you saying it's a special people out here, you'll never know.
Okay, brother. So real quick, let's find out if we'll never know. All right, give me Deuteronomy 1 and 1. Give me Deuteronomy 1 and 1.
Read out the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1, verse 1.
All right.
These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
So Moses is speaking to who?
All Israel.
Moses is speaking to the Israelites. All right, give me Isaiah 53 and 4. All right, and bring out. Give me Deuteronomy 28 and go to verse 1. 28 and 1.
Book of Isaiah.
Hold on.
28 1.
Deuteronomy. I want Deuteronomy first.
28 1.
Con. Deuteronomy 28 1. Bring that out.
And it reads, book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Chapter 28, verse 1.
48 and 3. Bring it out.
And it shall come to pass.
So the Lord said, it shall come to pass.
Yes, it
Right?
will.
It's talking about a prophecy, right? Read.
If thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
That's right.
to observe and do all his commandments,
So if you listen and do the law, statutes, and commandments, read.
and to, which I command thee this day,
Uh-huh.
that the Lord thy
why
God
you
will
study.
set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
So the Lord said, if you listen and do the law, statutes, and commandments, I'm going to set you on high above all nations on the earth. So he's prophesying and telling them, oh, real quick, brother, let me finish it, then I'm going to give you the floor. All right? So I want to have the floor.
No, I'm not trying to take the floor from you.
All right, brother, go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? I really not. I just wanted to stop by to see what y'all was saying. I appreciate what y'all doing. I really do.
So real quick, brother, I haven't finished answering your question yet, brother. I want to answer your question.
You can't answer my question because
All right,
I'm not
brother.
gonna get it.
Okay,
So
brother.
when I am gonna
Now
do
say it.
it's a fist bump.
I can't really pound you, brother, unless you let me answer the question. Because you
can't
told me,
answer my question.
well, you as a man, okay, you told me that I can answer your question, and now you said that I
But you're
can't,
not getting to my answer.
brother. I haven't gotten there yet, brother.
Because you give me other things.
Brother,
Just answer the question.
Okay, brother, I'm trying to, brother. Can I answer the question, brother? All right, give me Deuteronomy 28 and 15.
Can you give
Deuteronomy
me the
28 and
answer?
68. I'm gonna tell you, brother. I gotta paint the picture for you, brother.
No, you ain't
I can't
gotta-
give you a half-ass answer,
You
King.
can't paint the picture when I read all 33 chapters.
All right, brother. All right, brother.
I didn't show you my
Bring
G.
it out,
I'm telling you.
Okay, so
I
what?
didn't
So
read 'em.
so what does Deuteronomy 28 and 15
I
say?
do not know.
Okay, brother. So can I remind you,
I
King?
can't tell you where Genesis start and where Relations end. Whatever it's called, Revelation. I don't even know.
Alright.
It doesn't matter to me, dude.
Brother.
What I do matter, I'm a good brother to help out citizens.
Mhm,
I'm a Mason.
mhm.
I'm here to help out anybody who needs help.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not deep into the church because I'm not deep into the word because it doesn't do anything for me.
All right, brother.
But you know what? Every day I wake up, I pray and say, thank you, Lord, for giving me another day.
All right.
Because you know what? Somebody didn't wake up today.
That's right, brother. Now guess what? The Lord also said man's goings are of the Lord. So how can a man understand his own way? So the Lord got you up here right now, brother. Hold on. For you to either hear this truth, okay, or for you to either reject it. Now, real quick, King. I just want to answer your question about who God's people are. I want to show you that real quick, and then you can go about your way, brother. All right?
Check this out. I was gonna call my girl. We just down here, just traveling around, getting out this air. And she said, I wonder what they talking about. So I said, we was up here. I said, let me turn around and see what they talking about.
So, brother, can I show you what we talking about, brother?
I didn't come here to disrespect y'all.
All praises, brother. All praises. You our brother. You understand?
And I just, we good.
All right, brother.
Bring it out.
All right, brother.
Bring it
Now,
out.
real quick, bring that out. Deuteronomy 28:15.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments
Read.
and his statutes, which I command thee this day,
What's going to happen?
that all these curses,
All these what?
all these curses
Read.
shall come upon thee and overtake
Hold
thee.
on. So the Lord is talking to the Israelites. He said, if you don't listen and do what I tell you to do, all these curses are going to come upon you and overtake you.
We already doing
Real
that.
quick.
Why we got the corona?
Bro,
What
real-
you talking
real
about?
quick.
This is real.
Give me verse 68.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 68.
So the Lord is talking to the Israelites, right? He said, this will be the words that Moses spake to all of Israel. All right, so the Lord said, if you don't listen, all these curses are going to come upon you and overtake you. Now, this is one of the curses that will happen to the Israelites. Deuteronomy 28:68. Give me Exodus 20 and 2.
Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So the Israelites just left Egypt. They walked out of Egypt. Moses freed them. Moses parted the Red Sea. They went into the wilderness, into the mountains. The Lord gave them the laws, statutes, and commandments. That's when Moses prophesied to the Israelites and said, if you don't listen, all these curses are going to come upon you and overtake you. So the Lord said, I'm going to bring you back into Egypt. So the Israelites were slaves in Egypt under Pharaoh. Okay? So the Lord is saying, I'm going to bring you back into slavery again when he said, I'm going to bring you back into Egypt. Because Egypt, real quick, that's right. That's right, brother. So watch this. So how did we get to America? What part of transportation? Did we fly over here on planes? Your people. I'm just asking a question so I can prove a point real quick.
They brought us here.
They brought us here on what?
Ships.
On ships. So the Lord said, I'm gonna bring you back into Egypt or slavery.
Okay.
Real quick, brother. Let me finish, brother.
Okay.
Brother. Can I finish, brother?
No, I'm gonna tell you like this. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you like this. I did 20 years of the military.
All right.
20 years as a slave. Pretty much. Had to fight for it. Had to go to war for it. Had to do whatever they told me to do for it. Slave. Period. Period. Got out, got into the education system. Slave again. Sitting them in a room teaching kids who don't want to learn because the stuff is ragged.
Right.
Did that. Slave again. Slave twice.
Right. I hear you, brother.
See what I'm saying?
I'm
So-
retired military.
So don't
Hey,
think.
Hold on.
I don't know what slavery is about.
Hold on. I'm retired military, same way. As a matter of fact, I taught at 71st High School, retired from there.
Okay. I talk
Worked
Ian
at the,
Smith
worked
and
at the,
Bradstreet.
worked at the Department of Social Services.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry,
So
11 and
I'm
7.
with you on all that. my
11
brother.
and 7.
Okay.
Okay, I'm with you on all that.
Okay.
But you know one thing? The spirit, like he said to you,
That's something different.
yeah, no, slow down. Like he said to you, you spun around, came back on it. He's letting you know that the spirit came on you to hear this word. You might not get it again.
Now watch this. Now hold on, real quick. Let me read this for you, real quick. Bring it out.
Get it again.
The book of Sirach, chapter 11, verse 7. Blame not before thou hast examined the truth. Understand first,
Understand first.
then rebuke.
So right now, right, I'm trying to show you something, brother, and then I want to give you the floor, and then I want you to present your cause, right? Because you asked me a question, and I haven't been able to answer it. So I want you to understand, brother. I'm trying to, brother. It's a process, right?
It can't be a process. If I give you a question, you give me an answer.
I'm trying to answer it right now with the Bible, though, right? With the Bible. So watch.
I'm not trying to go over there. I'm just trying to give
So I
you
got two scriptures, brother. Can I read the two or no?
boom.
Two?
Yep.
All praise. I appreciate that, King. So read that one more time. 28:68.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So the Lord said, I'm going to bring you back into Egypt. Like you said, we in slavery. We went to slavery. So Egypt, he's talking about, I'm going to bring you back into slavery. Now you just said they brought us over here, right? They brought us over here on what? Slave ships. Now watch what the Bible says. Bring from the top.
28 and verse 68, Deuteronomy.
Read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
With what?
With ships.
What?
With ships.
So he's talking to the Israelites. Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
The same way I'm telling to you, break it down to you, that's the same way it happened in history. This is how we know who God's chosen people are, by the curses. Read.
Thou shalt see it no more
We
again.
never seen our homeland again. Okay, read.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
So, we never seen our homeland again as a nation of people. And there, once we got off of those slave ships, we were sold into who?
Your enemies.
Your friends.
Your enemies.
The Lord said you're going to be sold into your enemies for what?
For bond men
Slave man,
and bond women.
slave
Circle
woman.
down there.
Okay?
And no man shall buy you.
Hold on. So right here is called the Market Square, where
Yeah,
so-called
they hung people and
and
sold
so-called
people.
blacks
right.
were slaves.
I'm
Now,
just
what did
saying.
the Bible just say? Read it one more
Yeah,
time.
where
28.
we think we at? We in North
So
Carolina.
hold on.
We're a slave state.
That's right, brother.
not
So
about that.
so the point is, we said who are God's chosen people. So the Lord is
Who?
He's addressing his people.
So let me know.
Right.
I ask you a question.
Uh-huh.
Who is God chosen people?
Okay. The God's chosen people are the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
Come on.
We're God's chosen people because why? Give me verse 46. Read it one more time.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68.
Read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again
The Lord is going to bring you to slavery again with what?
with ships.
With ships. Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign.
So these curses are going to be upon you for a sign. So now you're going to say, well, then we're not going to never know. All right? We're not going to never know. But the Lord said they're going to be upon you for a sign.
Dude.
Read.
And for a wonder
And for a wonder. Read.
upon thy seed forever.
Upon thy what?
Seed forever.
So we're able to go into this Bible and to tell
I
who
didn't know
God's
y'all
chosen
was
people
by
are.
ABC News. I gotta get up out of here. I probably got more TV.
All right,
Precept.
bring it out. brother.
Precept.
Bring it out.
Isaiah chapter 44, verse 1. Yet hear, now hear, O Jacob, my servant, and Israel whom I have chosen.
And who?
And Israel whom I have chosen.
So God's chosen people are the Israelites.
Israel, come on, y'all. Y'all doing too much. Look, check this out. I appreciate what y'all doing.
All right.
My girl told me to stop by. I got curious.
Engage.
I'm not
Engage.
I'm not knocking nothing y'all do.
Engage.
But I promise you. I promise you. You know what I'm saying? All these different fraternities and groups and stuff like that, and secrets that go on. This stuff right here,
Go ahead, brother.
this virus, this real.
Guess what?
It's real.
The virus is not real.
Give me,
Okay. Anyway.
give me Proverbs 8
That's a
13.
cover.
Y'all got
It's
it.
a cover.
Proverbs 8
It's a
13.
cover.
Proverbs 8 and 13.
Keep the commandments and the faith if you plan on making it, bro.
Proverbs.
He's finished. He's finished.
Chapter 8 and verse 13.
Finished.
He that answereth a matter before he heareth it, it is folly
is
and
what?
it is folly
Uh-huh.
and shame unto him.
All right, so the brother answering before he heareth it is folly. All right, the brother came up with folly, shame, okay? Made himself seem unwise in front of the congregation of men, okay? So read that one more time. And give me Proverbs 8 and 8.
Book of Proverbs chapter 18 and verse 13.
Proverbs 8 and 13. Bring it out.
He that answereth a matter before he heareth it,
Uh-huh.
it is folly and shame unto him.
It's folly and shame unto him, man. Right? We were just going over wisdom, right? Being wise, having understanding. The brother came up here talking about, look, did you not see my sign? Okay. No, brother, I didn't see a sign, brother. I know, we didn't see a sign, brother. Right? It's folly and shame unto him, man. Right? Bring that out what you got, man. 8 and 13.
Proverbs chapter 8, verse 13. The fear of the Lord is to hate evil.
And we hate evil, man. Right? He don't even understand that him being following after the ways of the white man, he don't even understand what being a Mason is all about. He don't understand, man. He don't know what's going on.
Because he's sure not up there.
Right, he don't know what's going on, man. Right? He has no idea, man. The brother said I got whooped 33 times, man. When the hell did the Lord say get whooped? Right, 33 times. Thou shalt have a spanking 33 times.
He's a
right?
gatekeeper. That's what he is.
Yeah, he's a gatekeeper, man. Right? They don't know what's going on, man. Right? So everything that was righteous, Esau took it and put it on the left-hand side, man. They don't know what's going on, man. So read that again.
Proverbs chapter 8, verse 13. The fear of the Lord is to hate evil, pride and arrogancy.
What?
Pride and arrogancy.
And the brother came up mad prideful. I want to know what y'all was talking about. I don't want to know no more. Let me say what I want to say. Right? That's pride and arrogancy, man. Right? That's folly. Right? The brother came up, you know what I'm saying? That's why you gotta have discernment, man. Brothers just try to come up all meek and humble, you know what I'm saying? Right? But then once they open their mouth, you'll see if someone is wise. Right? You'll see if someone is dealing on a level of wisdom, man.
That's right.
Understanding and knowledge, man. Right? So the Lord said what?
Proverbs chapter 8, verse 13. The fear of the Lord is to hate evil.
It's to hate evil, read.
Pride and arrogancy.
Pride and arrogancy.
And the evil way.
And the evil way, man. You're supposed to hate that, man. Right? And brothers that's coming into the truth, you put the look back at that old man and say, man, I was a wicked dude, man. I was prideful. I was evil. You understand? Right? And you're supposed to walk that straight and narrow path, man. Flee far away from that old man. Right? Because brothers was once there, man. Brothers was there of fraternities. You understand? These congregations, man. Right? And thought you was the upper echelons in the society. He's a regular Jake, man. Esau put him to death, man. And I give a damn about that fraternity that he in, man. Right? Talking about look at my sign, right? He get pulled over by one of these police, man. Right? They'll put him to death, man. They don't give a damn about that fraternity that you in, man. Right? That's why you put the fear of the Lord, man, and dwell with wisdom, knowledge and understanding. Give me 2 Corinthians 10 and 4. And then what was you holding? Give me Proverbs 1 and 20. You go to 2 Corinthians 10 and 4. Read that one more time, King.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 8, verse 13. The fear of the Lord is to hate evil, pride and arrogancy.
Pride and arrogancy.
And the evil way.
And the evil way, read.
And the forward mouth.
And the forward mouth. The brother had a real forward mouth, man. Right? The brother wouldn't let us answer the question. You know what I'm saying? We like, brother, can we not? The brother said, I want you to tell me. Right? That's what's wrong with Jake, man. They want you to just tell him, right? They want to hear smooth things. Give me Isaiah 30 and 9. Right? They want to hear smooth things, man. The same way with this Christian church, man. Right? Just tell me that everything is going to be all right. No, man. I'm going to tell you, thus saith the Lord. Right? Read.
The fear of the Lord. Proverbs chapter 8, verse 13. The fear of the Lord is to hate evil, pride and arrogancy, and the evil way. And the forward mouth do I hate. Verse 14, counsel is mine.
For what?
Counsel is mine.
Counsel is the Lord. Read on.
And sound wisdom.
And sound wisdom, man. Right? So counsel is the Lord and sound and what?
Sound wisdom.
And sound wisdom, man. So what's opposite of sound wisdom? Foolishness, man. Vanity. Right? Speaking before thou hast heard the cause, man. Right? That's wisdom. You're an Israelite. Right? Read.
I am understanding.
The Most High is understanding. Read.
I have strength. Verse 15. Be me kings. Like it. By me kings reign. And princes decree justice.
And princes reign and decree justice when you're dwelling with wisdom, man. Knowledge and understanding. Hold that what you got. Give me that.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 30 and verse 9. That this is a rebellious people.
It's a rebellious people, man. Read.
Lying children. Children that will not hear the law of the Lord.
Children that what?
That will not hear the law of the Lord.
I heard the brother say, I ain't gonna get it. Right? That's why I said, bro, just leave the brother alone. Thou hast spoken, man. Right? The Most High made him speak that up, man. Children that will not hear the word of the Lord, man. And we gotta understand that in this truth, man. We're here for the lost sheep, man. Right? The ones that are seeking the wisdom, the knowledge, and the understanding. Right? So read.
Verse 10. Which say to the seers, see not.
They say, see not, read.
And to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things.
So we try to prophesy to the brother that we're the Israelites, Okay, we're the ones that came over on slave ships as prophesied in Deuteronomy 28:68. Okay, but he said, I don't want to hear that, man. Just tell me, right? I don't want to hear it. He don't got ears to hear it. Read.
Speak unto us smooth things.
He wanted to hear something smooth, man, right? He wanted to hear us break down, the accumulation, the masonry, right? The molecules and, this rank in this society. You understand? This rank. The brother said, I read all the 33 books, right? That's how you know that people are not dwelling with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You can read this Bible all day, man, but if the Most High is not giving you the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and if you're not fearing the Most High God, He's not going to give you the wisdom, man.
Con.
It's not going to happen, man. Right? And they want to hear what?
Speak unto us smooth things.
Read.
Prophesy deceits.
Uh-huh.
Verse 11, get you out of the way. Turn aside out of the path.
Right, so they want to prophesy. They want to hear deceitful things, man. Right? And that goes for the whole Christianity, Christian church, man. They want to hear deceitful things, man. That's what they want to hear, man.
Break it
they
up.
get a rush and a thrill off that, man. Right? I want to go hear a word from the Lord. I want Him to tell me, that $1,000 check gonna come in my mailbox tomorrow. Right? That my miracle is coming. My breakthrough is coming. Right? When did the prophets of the Lord ever said that, man? The prophets of the Lord said, if you return back to the Lord, I'm going to heal your land, man. I'm going to give you back everything that the Lord promised you, man. So people don't know what the hell is going on these last days, man. Right? Bring that out what I call Second Corinthians. I had something.
2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 4.
Con, did you have something?
For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal.
So the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, man. Right? Brothers shouldn't be out here with guns, you understand? Right? Brothers shouldn't be, stocking up on ammunition and weaponry. Right? Because it's not carnal, man. The weapons of our warfare are spiritual, man. Right? This is a spiritual war. Right? A spiritual battle that we fight. Okay? And you got to understand that. Right? Read Proverbs 7:4. Right? Read.
But mighty through God.
But what?
But mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds.
To the what?
Pulling down of strongholds.
It's to the pulling down of strongholds. Read.
Casting down imaginations.
Casting down what?
Casting down imaginations.
And they cast down imaginations, man. Right? The brother came up with an abundance amount of imaginations, man. Right? So we gotta pull down these strongholds, okay, that this society has imputed on our people, man. Okay? Cause they still believe in white Jesus, man. You got grandma still believing in white Jesus, right? Still believing that your Sunday church is the way when it's not. Okay, they don't even keep the Sabbath day, man. Right? They don't even understand the simple things, the milk of those scriptures, man. Right? So read that one more time, King, from the top.
Verse 4. 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal.
The weapons of our warfare are not carnal. 24:5.
But mighty through God to pulling down of strongholds.
And we gotta come out here and pull down these strongholds, man. Right? So this is what we out here for, man. To lift up our voice like a trumpet, you understand? And to pull down these strongholds. Give me Isaiah 58:1. Right? And what I have to give me Isaiah 58:1 first.
Isaiah chapter 58, verse 1.
Bring it out.
And it reads.
And it reads what?
Proud lie.
Do what?
Proud lie.
Hold on, real quick. Can I ask y'all a question? All right. Y'all going into slavery according to the Bible.
That's right.
All right? And y'all got to deal with it. Right? Bring it out.
Spare not.
The Lord says, spare not, man. We don't spare these Edomites out here. We don't spare our people out here, man. We're going to tell them, thus saith the Lord, man. Right? Whether they hear or whether they forbear, man. Right? Read.
Lift up thy voice like a trumpet.
And that's why the brother is reading loud, man, like a mighty trumpet, man. Like a roaring lion, man. Right? Read.
And shew my people their transgression.
And we showing the Israelites their transgression, man. Okay? What will befall them in the last days. Okay? What the Lord is coming back to do. Who the Lord is coming back to deliver. who the Lord is not coming back to level, who the Lord is going to put in chains. Okay? That's what we had to do to tell you, man. Thus saith the Lord. Out of the scriptures, man. Right? To tell the Israelites to return back to the Lord because the Lord wants to give them the kingdom of heaven, man. He wants to redeem you out of this captivity, man. This hard bondage that you have been subjugated to, man. Right? To take off all of the pollutions and the fog and the you know, the smoke, the scales, okay, that's all in your mind, saturated with philosophy and vain deceit, man. Right? So we don't care, man. So read that one more time, King.
Isaiah chapter 58, verse 1. Cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet.
Read.
And shew my people their transgression.
We got to show the Israelites their transgression, man. Where you going off at, man? Okay? What you must do to be saved, man. They say that in the Christian church, man. What shall I do to be saved? Right? And they don't know what's going on, man. Right? Read.
And the house of Jacob their sins.
In the house of Jacob their sins, man. Right? Did you know that you belong to the house of Jacob, brother?
Yeah.
Huh?
I do.
All right, so what you got to do to get the kingdom of heaven, King? You want to go to the kingdom of heaven, brother?
Yeah.
So what you got to do to get there? You know that the Lord is coming back with fire and brimstone to render his anger upon his enemies.
So I'm his enemy?
No, you're not the Lord enemy, brother. What's your nationality?
Black.
Black. All right. So in the scriptures, all right, the Lord made 18 nations of people, and the Lord got a chosen people. And guess who is his chosen people? The so-called blacks, the so-called Hispanics and Native Americans.
That was in Africa.
Because guess what? We not black, brother. Black is a color, right? We the Israelites, brother.
Yeah.
Right? That's your nationality, brother. You're an Israelite. God's chosen people. Bring it out.
Isaiah chapter 44, verse 1.
Watch this.
Yet, now hear, O Jacob.
Now hear, O Jacob, read.
My servant.
My servant, read.
And Israel.
And who?
And Israel.
Read.
Whom I have chosen.
So the Lord chose the Israelites, right? So if you are a descendant, if you're a so-called black man, Hispanic or Native American man, you'll be an Israelite according to the Bible.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And for you to get the kingdom of heaven, you got to keep the law, statutes, and commandments.
10 commandments.
It's not more. It's more than 10, right? Give me Leviticus. All right, give me a commandment.
I got one down the
All right,
street.
brother.
Yeah,
All
I'll
right,
be right back.
all right, brother. You're an Israelite, brother.
All right,
Keep
thank
the
you.
commandments and the faith in these last days.
There you go.
He
The
don't- he
last
don't-
thing you said, there you go. That's why I always like to do the end game first. And then if they stick around, I feed them. Well, I want them to hear the end game first.
We just out here to sow a seed to get an increase, man. And the Most High, He makes it abundant, man. You know what I'm saying? So bring that out. What you have?
You had me hold the
Bring
Proverbs.
it out.
This book of Proverbs, chapter 24, verse 5. A wise man is strong.
Go to verse. Yeah, bring it out.
A wise man is strong. Yea, a man of knowledge increases strength.
So a wise man is going to be strong. A man of knowledge is going to increase. We're getting on knowledge, wisdom, and understanding today, right, through the Spirit, right? The brother brought it out, mighty in the Spirit, about wisdom, you understand? And so the Spirit got us getting on knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, man. And so everything that we see out here is not wisdom, man. It's vanity. It's foolish, okay? It's not of the Spirit of the Most High, man. It is of Satan, the devil, man. So bring it out.
Proverbs chapter 24, verse 5. A wise man is strong.
So a wise man is going to be strong, man, by keeping the charge of the Lord. Read.
Yea, a man of knowledge increases strength.
Uh-huh.
Verse 6. For by wise counsel.
So by wise counsel. Okay, so right now we're having wise counsel right now, man. Right. We're getting on wisdom. We're getting on knowledge. We're telling people their nationality. Okay. We're breaking down strongholds. Okay, the brother came up talking about masonry. The sister came up talking about we're all God's children. Okay, they're not dealing with wise counsel. But up here, you're gonna get the rivers of rivers of water, man. Okay, honey and milk, man. Right? We got gold up here, man. We got rubies. It's wealth up here, man. Right? It's an abundance of understanding up here, man, through the Spirit. Right?
So like it, Yahweh Shah said, you drink of this water, you will never thirst again.
You drink of this water.
That's
what
right.
water? Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, man. These laws, statutes, and commandments, man. Right? The cup of affliction, man. That's what we're going to drink up here, man. Right? So bring that out.
Proverbs chapter 24, verse 6. For by wise counsel thou shalt make thy war, and in multitude of counselors.
So the Lord said, for by wise counsel you shall make war. All right? War what? War with the other nations. War within our people. Okay? So we dealing with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding right here, man. So what I have you hold, King? Come, bring it out. What would I have you hold? That was it on that?
No, that was it.
All right, bring that out.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 1, and verse 20. Wisdom crieth without.
So the Lord said wisdom is going to be crying without. Right? Read.
She uttereth her voice in the streets.
The Lord said wisdom is going to be uttering her voice in the streets, man. Right? That's where wisdom is going to be. Give me Isaiah 30 and start at verse 20, 26. Shall not be put in the corner no more. I think it's 26. Right? Read that again, King, from the top.
Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 20. Wisdom crieth without.
Wisdom is going to be crying without. Read.
She uttereth her voice in the streets.
And that's why we out here, man. We're here to give you knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, man. We're here to bring you back to the fold of the Lord. Right? Read.
She crieth in the chief place of concord.
She cries what?
She crieth in the chief place of concord.
She crieth in the chief place of concourse, man. That's what we out here crying out to the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, telling them to return to the Lord, man, and keep the charge of the Lord. And this is the chief place of concourse, man, right? Because the Lord told us to come out to the highways and the hedges, okay, and to bid the people to the marriage, right? Start it up from the top. Start at verse 18.
Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 18. And they lay wait for their own blood. They lurk privily for their own lives.
Read.
So are the ways of everyone that is greedy of gain,
Isaiah 30 and 20. Read.
which taketh away the life of the owners thereof. Wisdom crieth without. She uttereth her voice in the streets.
She uttereth her voice in the streets. Read.
She crieth in the chief place of concourse.
She crieth in the chief place of concourse. Read.
In the openings of the gates.
And this the openers of the gates, man. Right? This is the cities, man. Right? This is where the lost sheep is just walking up and down, to and fro, Babylon the Great, right? Impoverished, okay, poor, okay, indoctrinated with philosophy and vain deceit, right? Buying and selling, right? Now, we got pestilence out. They buying and selling with masks on, man. Right? Trying to buy up all the tissue, man. Right? Buying up cookies and chips, man. Right? Just vanity. Right? Read.
In the city she uttereth her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?
How long are you going to still be indoctrinated with Christianity, man? Right? How long are you going to be indoctrinated with thinking that the society that you indulging in, masonry, whether it be masonry, whether it be, you got these fraternities, right? How long are you going to be dwelling in the house of fools, man? When we dealing with wisdom up here. How long are you going to be doing that? So this is why we out here, man. Right? So bring that out, King.
Isaiah chapter 30, verse 20. And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction.
So the Lord has given the Israelites the bread of adversity, right? We've been subjugated to be working for our enemies, okay, at the bottom of society, right? Afflicted, bruised, scourged, right? We've been subjugated to that, man, right? Because we didn't want to keep the charge of the Lord. Read.
Yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore.
So now that for years and years and years, okay, we've been bruised, beaten, scourged, lied to, okay, prophesied vanity, okay, wrong things, deceit. Now the Lord has raised up his prophets in Babylon the Great to teach you the right things, man, the truthful things, man, okay, to tell you to come out of her, my people, so that you be not partakers of her plagues, man, right? So that's why you see so-called black Hispanics and Native Americans across the four corners of the earth, man, right? In these cities, man, with fringes and a border of blue, man, right? Reading the scriptures, screaming at you, man, rebuking you, reproving you,
Bring it out.
right? Making you bethink yourself in the land whither you were carried away captive, man. And the Lord promises that this will happen. So read that again, King.
Isaiah chapter 30, verse 20. And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction,
Read.
yet shall not thy teacher be removed into a corner anymore.
So our teachers are not going to be removed into a corner anymore, man. Right? We got great teachers in Israel, man, teaching us the law, statutes, and commandments. Because this is our wisdom. This is our knowledge, our understanding in the sight of the nations, man. This is how we're going to be rising up from the dunghill, man. Right? We're the poor, man. We're the lost sheep. Right? We're the last, man. Right? We're the first fire and the last hire. This is how we're going to be risen up out of the dunghill, man. By coming back to what the Lord said do, man. Right? Read.
But thy eyes shall see thy teacher.
But the Lord said your eyes are going to see your teachers, man. Right? That's why you got people warming up and down. They're like, what the hell is this, man? Right? You got a thing on his head. What the hell? What is that on the... They reading the Bible all loud. Right? They going precept upon precept. Right? They screaming at people, rebuking people. Right? They don't know what's happening before their eyes, but they see though. Right? Just like the Most High said, every eye shall see. Right? When Yahweh shall make his return, man. Right? Everybody's going to see, man. Just like everybody's going to have a chance to hear this gospel, man. Whether it be, you know, seeing them in these cities, seeing them on the internet, right? YouTube, Facebook, right? Whether it be someone prophesying to you. You know, you got brothers that they go outside, you know, they go out and prophesy in the front of their house, man. Right? Brothers be in the market, man. Hey, man, look, we the people hey, man. The Lord said the Most High was going to pour out his spirit upon all men. They shall prophesy, man. Right? Talking about the Israelites, man. And that's what's happening right now. Right? And as that's happening, pestilence is happening. Diseases is happening.
Bring it
Famine, war. Right? All of that is taking place right now in Babylon the Great because the Lord is his return is drawing nigh. Right? So read, King.
Verse 21. And thy ears shall hear a word behind thee.
And they're hearing the word, man. They're hearing these precepts, man. They're hearing that the Lord is a so-called black man. That we're the Israelites. Right? That the gospel is talking about us, man. Right? Isaiah 51. Right? Luke chapter 4. Right? That's the gospel. Right? Read.
Saying
what?
This is the way.
This is what?
This is the way.
Coming back to your nationality, your heritage, this is the way, man.
Bring it out.
These laws, statutes, and commandments that we were told lies to, saying that we can't keep them, right? That we shouldn't, it was a Christian pastor, man, right? Said that we shouldn't even try to keep the 10 Commandments, man. That's wicked, man.
Clip your dollar.
Right? Creflo Dollar, man.
Clip.
Right? What the hell is going on, man? So the Lord is going to judge every man according to their works, man. And your works are these laws, statutes, and commandments and your faith, man. Right? Because in order to show your faith, you got to show your faith by your works. In order to show your works, you have to show your works by your faith.
Bring it out.
Right? So read that one more time, please.
And thy ears shall hear a word shall hear
Lord said, walk ye in it, man. Right? Keep the charge of the Lord, man. Right? And endure to the end. Read.
When ye turn to the right hand, and when ye turn to the left.
When you turn to the right and when you turn to the left, walk ye in it. Meaning, whatsoever you doing, man, keep the commandments of the Lord, man. Right? Whithersoever the Lord has driven you, keep the charge of the Lord. Read.
Ye shall defile also the covering of thy graven image of silver.
All right, so that's it on that. I want you to bring that out. Give me Mark chapter 8 and start at verse 34. I think. Where was you at? Kyle, was you holding something? You give me Mark. You stay in Proverbs.
Who's that? You want me to give you Mark?
Kyle.
What?
I want Mark chapter 4. Mark 8, Salakia. Let me see. Bring that down Proverbs real quick.
20.
Mark 8.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 1 and verse 20. Wisdom cries without. She uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief place of concourse. In the openings of the gates. In the city she uttereth her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. Because I have come, and ye refused. I have stretched out my hands, and no man regarded.
And what?
And no man regarded.
So the Lord said he's been stretching out his hand and no man regarded, man. Right? The prophets of old has been prophesying to our people and no man regarded, man. Right? Zephaniah was telling us, come on, gather yourselves together, man. Right? Jeremiah, Isaiah. Right? And we have not heard, man. This has been a rebellious house. Right? Read.
But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and would none of my reproof.
Right, so if you're not accepting the Lord's counsel, if you're not accepting the Lord's counsel, right, and not accepting his reproof, that means you're not dwelling with wisdom, man.
Get up.
Right? You're not. Right? Read.
I also will laugh at your calamity.
And therefore the Lord said he's going to laugh at your calamity, man. Right? He's going to laugh at your calamity. Right? So the ones that's dealing with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, all right, they're gonna be drinking the same cup as the Lord, man. Right? Of long suffering, man, affliction, right? Of endurance, man, until the kingdom comes. So that's what we're supposed to be doing. Bring out your precept.
So it's book of Sirach, chapter 37, verse 23. A wise man instructed his people.
The Lord said what?
A wise man instructed his people.
A wise man is going to be instructing his people, man. Right? Read.
And the fruits of his understanding fail not.
And the fruits of his understanding fail not. Why? Because he's wise. He's going with the precepts, man. He's going precept upon precept. Right? Precept upon precept. Line upon line. Here a little and there a little. Right? Read.
Verse 24. A wise man shall be filled with blessings.
He shall be filled with blessings, man. Right? Read.
And all they that see him shall count him happy.
And they shall count him happy, man, when they see us risen up in our Israelite glory, man, in that day, man. Right? Because we kept the charge of the Lord and we endured to the end, man, most high willing. Right? They're not going to see us impoverished anymore. Right? They're not going to see us scourged anymore. Right? Because we have endured the cup of Yahushua, man. We've drank of that same cup Yahushua had to drink of, man. Right? Being hated by all men, coming out, right? Being a spectacle to the people, right? Read.
Verse 25. The days of life of man may be numbered, but the days of Israel are innumerable.
The days of Israel are innumerable. Why? Because the Most High chose us, man. He gave us the wisdom, the knowledge, the understanding, right? And we're gonna come back to that, man. And we're coming back to it right now, right? Bring it out.
Verse 26, a wise man shall inherit glory
The Lord said a wise man is going to inherit glory. Read.
among his people,
Uh-huh.
and his name shall be perpetual.
And his name shall be forever, man. Right? Read.
Verse 27, my son, prove thy soul and thy life,
Uh-huh.
and see what is evil for it.
Right, so that's it on that. All right, so bring it out what you got. What you have? What you have? Give me John 7 and 6.
I read what you gave me.
Con, give me John 7 and 6.
Read out the book of John, chapter 7,
Give me Isaiah 53.
verse 6. Then Jesus said unto them,
Uh-huh.
my time is not yet come,
The Lord said, my time is not yet come. Read.
but your time is always ready.
But the Lord said what?
But your time is always ready.
Read.
The world cannot hate you,
Uh-huh.
but me it hated.
But so all right, so think about that, right? We're dealing with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Right, read that one more time, King.
St. John chapter 7, verse 6. Then Jesus said unto them, my time is not yet come,
Uh-huh.
but your time is always ready.
That's right.
The world cannot hate you,
Read.
but me it hated.
But in him it hated. Right? Because the Lord ain't come for everybody, man.
Bring it out.
Right? This is not the guy, man. Right? This right here, this is not him, man. This is not the guy. Right? This is not the guy that the world hates, man. Right? Everybody loves Caesar Borgia, the so-called white man. Right? This is the guy, man, that everybody hates, man. Right? This is not his true. This is just an imagery. Right? But this is not the guy, man. Caesar Borgia, man. This is a homosexual, man. This is the guy that tells you to come as you are, man. Right? They gave you those philosophies. This guy right here, man. Right? That's not him. Right? So what the Lord say?
My time is not yet come,
Uh-huh.
but your time is always ready.
Read.
The world cannot hate you,
Uh-huh.
but me it hated,
But in him it hated. Read.
because I testify of it.
Because he testified of it, man. Right? It was already testified that he was going to be hated, man. Give me Isaiah 53 and 2. Right? It was already written, man. The Lord was going to come back for his people, man. That the Lord was going to have enemies. Right? You understand? So this is already written from the foundation of the world. So we had to bring out to tear down these strongholds, man. All right? So bring it out.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 53, and verse 2.
Uh-huh.
For he shall grow up before him as a tender plant,
Read.
and as a root out of a dry ground. He have no form nor comeliness,
Read.
and beauty. And when we shall see him, there is no beauty that we should desire him.
So there's no beauty that we should desire him, man. Because the Lord is coming back as a furious man, right? An angry man, right? And the other nations, they're going to be mourning, signing, and crying, man. Because the Lord is coming back to kill, man, a lot of people, man. Right? Especially them damn Romans that put him to death, man. The Lord ain't forgot about that, man. Right? Read.
He is despised and rejected of men.
He is what?
He is despised and rejected of men.
So why the hell does everybody want to say love Jesus now? The Lord is all love, man. When it was prophesied that he is despised and rejected of all men. Right? So why 2,000 years later, everybody want to love on him now? Right? Because these Edomites, they understand that they were the ones, okay, that the Lord didn't come for, man. Right? So what did they have? They had to put witchcraft on you to deceive you, okay, and to tell you that the Lord came and loved everybody, man.
Bring it out.
Right? So that guy's not the guy, man. Right? Read.
A man of sorrows.
A man of sorrow. The Lord was a man of sorrow, man. That's why he drank a lot of wine, man. They call the Lord a wine bibber, man. Right? They call Yahweh Shah a wine bibber. Right? Because he was a man of sorrow, man. He knew the day of his death, okay? He knew that his people were going to reject him, right? He knew that these damn Edomites, these damn Romans, okay, would separate his shoulder and put nails in his hand, put thorns in his forehead, okay? He knew that these simple Negroes wouldn't come back to the charge of the Lord, man. We came and sacrificed his life for you, man. He knew of these things, man. Right? Read.
And acquainted with grief.
And he was acquainted with grief, man. Right? He was upset all the time. He was a grumpy dude. That's why he wanted to be by himself all the time, man. Right? Read.
And we hid, as it were, our faces from him.
Uh-huh.
He was despised, and we esteemed him not.
He was despised, man. Right? Yahushua is despised. Right? So if you're following the Lord, don't you think this you will be despised by all men? Right? Oh, aren't you supposed to be like Christ? If Christ was despised by all men, hated by all men, and you're loved by all men, are you really following the ways of Christ? Right? Hamashiach, the black man. Okay? Are you really? Right? Read.
Surely he hath borne our grief.
So the Lord, he says, surely he hath borne our griefs. Right? He hath borne our griefs, man. The sorrow, the pain, the impoverishment, man. Right? Everything that we had to go through, man. As so-called blacks, Hispanics in this society, man. Right? The so-called white man putting us down. Right? He has borne our griefs, man. That's why it's important for you to return back to him, man. Because he's giving you a mercy period, right? A grace period for you to return back to him, man. And to return and put off that old man. Right? Read. Give me Genesis
and carried our sorrows.
22 and 17. And he carried our sorrows. Give me John 19 and 1. Read.
Yet we did esteem him stricken, smitten of God, and afflicted.
And afflicted, man. Right? Hold that what you got. Give me John 19 and 1. Give me Genesis 22 and 17. Right? Genesis, John 19 and 1.
You want it now?
Khan, bring it up.
Reading out the book of St. John, chapter 19, verse 1. Then Pilate, therefore, took Jesus
Right, so Pontius Pilate, man, he took Yahushua, right? Read.
and scourged him.
And they scourged him, man, right? These are your modern day, these are the Romans, your modern day Italians, man.
That's right.
Who did this, man? They scourged him, man. Right? Read.
And the soldiers planted a crown of thorns
And they put a crown of thorns on his head, man. Right? Read.
and put it on his head.
And they put it on his head, man. And you can just imagine that, man. You think they just, okay, we're just going to put it up there nice and softly. This is Yahushua, the savior of the Israelites, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. Right? They put it up there, man. Put it in his forehead, man. Right? Probably went down to his ears a little bit. Right? Read.
And they put on him a purple robe.
Uh-huh. So let's sit on that, man. Right? They scourged Yahushua, man. Right? That's what they did, man. Right? They hated him, man. Right? He was the most wanted, hated man, yo, when he walked the earth 2,000 years ago, man. Right? Today he would be considered like they considered the Israelites, a black identity extremist. Right? On a Southern Poverty Law Center, man. Right? So you're supposed to be following the ways of Hamashiach, right? But you loved by all men, right?
No.
You know? You're accepted by all men, all nations. Everybody can be joined in, right? One big old gate, man. You're going to find out that it's more than one gate, man. You're going to find out that you've been lied to, man. Right? So bring that out what you got, Genesis 22.
The book of Genesis, chapter 22, verse 17.
Uh-huh.
That in blessing I will bless thee,
The Lord said, in blessing I will bless thee. Give me Matthew 10 and 22, Matthew 24 and 22. Thank you.
and in multiplying I will multiply thy seed
Uh-huh.
as the stars of the heaven, and as the sand which is upon the seashore, and thy seed shall possess the gate of his enemies.
So read that one more time.
Genesis chapter 22, verse 17. That in blessing I will bless thee,
Uh-huh.
And multiplying, I will multiply thy seed
Read.
as the stars of the heaven,
As the stars of the heaven.
and as the sand which is upon the seashore.
Uh-huh.
And thy seed shall possess the gate of his enemies.
So that seed that's going to possess the gate of his enemy is Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, man. Right? This is why they hate him, man, because he's going to be possessing the gates of his enemies, man. Right? All heathens, man. The King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, man. Right? We're going to have a new world order, man. Right? Talking about Donald Trump and his new world order. Right? When Yahweh Shah comes shut this place down, we're going to have a new world order, man.
Bring it out.
This is why we're hated by these nations, man. When we come out here and reprove our people, right? And reprove and tell these other nations their judgment. That's why we hate it, man. Right? And we got to drink of that same cup as Yahweh Shah, man. He was hated by all men, right? These Edomites, man, they're living good now. The Lord said they need to enjoy their kingdom, man, because it's only for a short time, right? So Yahweh Shah is going to possess the gates of his enemies, man, right? So bring it out what you got.
Book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 22.
24:9.
24 and verse 9. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you.
So the Lord has said, you're going to be delivered up, okay, and afflicted, and they shall kill you. Right? Read.
And ye shall be hated of all nations.
The Lord, no, you're going to be loved by all nations.
And ye shall be hated for all nations.
So why these Christian churches is telling you that, you know, everybody, it's all good, you know what I'm saying? It's all one. We got to love everybody. Right? Where everybody get this love spirit from, man? Right? You're going to find out that Esau gave it to you, man. Right? We was beating your damn back in slavery, man. Right? You need to forgive me. You're going to love me, man, because your Lord said it. Right? And after they did that, man, they killed the man, and they told the woman, they said, you better teach your children that y'all better love us anyway. So our great-grandma, our great-great-great-great-grandmas, they passed that down to the children, man.
Bring it out.
Now we growing up with this love spirit to love our enemies, man. Right? Our real enemies, man. You're supposed to forgive the enemies within your brethren, man. Right? That's who you're supposed to forgive. Right? But now we got this whole love spirit of our enemies that raped, robbed, and oppressed us, man. Right? Read that again.
Verse 9. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you. And ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake.
For the Lord said, you're going to be hated for my name's sake, man. Right? For my name's sake. Right? That should be something proud of. Hey, man, I want to be hated by the enemies, man. For the Lord's sake, man. Right? You should be proud in doing that. Right? Keep reading, King.
Verse 10. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. And many false prophets shall rise, and shall deceive many.
Right, so false prophets have risen, and they've deceived many. Telling you that you gotta love everybody. Right, bring that out, King.
Book of St. Matthew, chapter 10, verse 22. You shall be hated of all men.
The Lord said, you shall be hated of all men. Read.
For my name's sake.
For his sake. Read.
But he that endureth until the end.
He that what?
But he that endureth to the end.
What?
Shall be saved.
Shall be saved. Give me Psalms 50 and 9 or 19. 9 or 19. Right?
Eat it, Mike.
Yeah, that was easy.
Wave.
Right. The Lord said you're going to be hated by all men for my name's sake, man.
50,
Right.
59.
50 and 9.
Book of Psalms, chapter 50, verse 9.
15.
Psalms chapter 50, verse 15. And call upon me in thy day of trouble.
And now what?
Call upon me in the day of trouble.
Matthew 24.
I will deliver thee. Thou shalt glorify me.
So the Lord said, call upon him in a day of trouble, man. Right? When we're hated by our enemies, right? When we're hated amongst all nations, and they deliver us up, you understand? Right? The so-called white man got millions and millions of guillotines, man. Right? These FEMA camps, man. right? You said how many?
30,000.
30,000 guillotines, man, that they reported on, right? So what do you think these guillotines is for, man? These are for the saints, man. These are for the saints of the Lord, man. The one that's keeping the charge of the Lord. The ones that's telling them that they actually going into slavery under the hand of the Lord, okay? And then they got to pay for the sins of their forefathers, man, because they are their forefathers, right? So in that day, man, we're not going to be fearful because, why? We're going to be dealing with wisdom, right? Knowledge and understanding. We're going to know, okay, it's Jeremiah 30, right? It's Jacob's trouble. Okay, this is Matthew 24. All right, so okay, what I gotta do? All right, okay, I need to keep the charge of the Lord. I need to be thinking about these precepts. I need to be meditating on the Psalms 91, right? Psalms 90, right? We're gonna be calling upon the name of the Lord in that day, man, right? Because we're dealing with wisdom. But guess what? What's the opposite of wisdom? Foolishness. These Israelites that don't want to accept this truth, right? They're gonna be the ones that they're gonna get caught out, and they're not gonna know what to do, man. They're gonna be calling on sweet Jesus, right? And Jesus ain't coming, right? Yahweh Shai is coming, man. Who you call Jesus is coming, right? But the Lord is not coming to redeem you unless you're the elect from the foundation of the world, okay? And unless you call upon the name of the Lord in spirit and in truth, and you come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments.
Bring it out.
Right? So this is what we're going to say. Bring it out.
Psalm chapter 50, verse 15. Call upon me in the day of trouble. I will deliver thee, and thou shalt glorify me.
And thou shalt glorify you. Why? Because the Lord said his teachers are not going to be removed in a corner anymore. You shall see them, and they shall tell you that this is the way. This is how you're going to get redeemed out of Jacob's trouble. Right? This is the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that you need to be thinking upon and dwelling in. Right? Read.
Verse 16, but unto the wicked.
But unto who?
The wicked.
Read.
God power said, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes?
Right, so these Edomites, man, they teaching these scriptures, they don't know what's going on, man. Right? And unto the wicked, the 2/3 of Israel, they're not going to know what's going on. They're just going to get caught out there. Right? Brandon, out what you got.
Matthew chapter 24 and verse 29. Immediately, verse 23. Then if any man shall say unto you, lo, here is Christ, or there, believe it not.
Lo here or lo there. If any man shall say lo here or lo there in these last days, right? The Lord said, believe it not, man. Right? It's a man walking, riding up and down Sampson County with a cross, man. Right? Carrying a cross. Talking about, there go the cross, man. Let's go see the cross, man. Right? And they getting all happy and enticed, man. What the hell is going on, man? So how you think it's going to be when all hell is broken loose and people are going to be calling upon the name of the Lord? It's going to be man with that cross, man, saying, hey, this is the way, right? And people going to be following them, man. Right? People be saying, hey, the Lord down here at the river, and he told me to carry this cross, and y'all need to follow me and come down there. And guess what? People going to follow him. They going to go down there and get shot, man. That's off, man. Right? So read that again, King.
Matthew chapter 24 and verse 23. Then if any man shall say unto you, lo, here is Christ, or there, believe it not.
The Lord said, believe it not, man. Read.
For there shall arise false Christs and false prophets.
False prophets, man, they out here, man. Right? The Antichrist has been here, man. Right? These people that don't believe in the Lord, man, they are the Antichrist. Right? These false prophets, man, these prophetess, right? They don't know what's going on, man. Right? These Edomites, they don't know what's going on, man. Right? Real spectacle to the nations, man. Right? Right before your eyes, a spectacle. What the hell? Niggers reading the Bible? This is crazy.
Under Corona?
Right. Coronavirus? What? Oh, man. Oh, no, 6 feet, right? 6 feet. You need to be spread apart. 6 feet, right? This is crazy, man. It's madness, man. But it's about that time, man. As the Lord said. Right? So when these people come to you, man, don't believe it, man. Call upon the name of the Lord in those last days. Give me Psalm 91, King. Psalm 91.
Reading the book of Psalms, chapter 91. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty.
Read.
I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God. In Him will I trust. Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings shall thy trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler.
So the Lord said this truth is going to be a shield and buckler, man. Right? This faith that you have in the Most High, right? Calling upon the name of the Lord, right? Keeping a charge of the Lord, these laws, commands, and faith. It's going to be a shield and buckler, man. Right? Read.
Thou shalt not be afraid.
Thou shalt what?
Thou shalt not be afraid
Don't be afraid in these last days.
for the terror by night,
Uh-huh.
nor for the arrow that flieth by day,
Read.
nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness,
Uh-huh.
nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday.
The Lord said, don't be afraid of all of these plagues that's going to come upon Babylon the Great, man. Right? Don't be afraid. Right? Give me Isaiah 33:6. Don't be afraid of these things, man, because it's coming. Right? And a person that's teaching you, they're supposed to be telling you or preparing you that it's coming, man. Right? And the best way to get prepared is the wisdom, man. Right? The wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Right? Hold that what you got, King. Bring that out. 33:6.
Let's look at Isaiah chapter 33, verse 6. And it reads, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time.
So the Lord said, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. Right? That time that we live in is right now. Wisdom and knowledge is how you're going to know to go right, to go left. Right? Which way to go. Right? Wisdom and knowledge, man. Right? The Most High is wisdom and knowledge. Right? Read.
Isaiah chapter 33, verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times.
Read.
And strength of salvation.
And the strength of what?
Salvation.
So the strength of salvation is coming solely upon wisdom and knowledge. Right? The Lord said these people are wise to do evil, man. Right? So you're supposed to be wise to do what's right, what's good. Right? Read.
The fear of the Lord is his treasure.
The fear of the Lord is his treasure, man. Right? You fearing the Lord, that's a treasure to you, man. Right? That's how you're going to find the kingdom of heaven, man. Read.
Verse 7. Behold, the violent ones shall cry without. The ambassadors of peace shall weep bitterly.
The ambassadors of peace going to be weeping bitterly, man. These people that's talking about peace, 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 they're going to be weeping in that day, man. Right? These Bishop T.D. snakes, right? Everything is going to pass away. It's going to be all right. In the name of Jesus, right? Now, I feel the Spirit. Give me $100 seed, right? Talking about the spirit of peace, man. Talking about the spirit of peace. When the Lord said, there shall be no peace, man. Right? I've come not to bring peace, but a sword, right? Meaning war, right? Confusion, right? Babel. This is why this is Babylon, right? How is it going to be peace here when this is Babylon?
Bring it up.
You got transvestites walking up and down, right? Homosexuals, pedophiles, right? You got Esau up here having sex with animals and dogs, right? Esau try to have sex with a snake if he could, man. If he hasn't already, man. Right? So this nation is just wicked and vile, man. And the Lord got to destroy this place, man. Right? Read.
Isaiah 33:8. The highways lie waste. The wayfaring man sees.
So the highways lay waste, right? And you see that now, man. The highways is laying waste, right? People getting bored now. You know, the streets been empty. They're like, I'm just going to drive, man. I just want to, just going to drive, see what's out there, right? They like, I just want to see what's out there, right? So that's what you see now, man. people don't got nothing to do there. Well, I just want to see what's out there. Right? Read.
The wayfaring man ceased. He had broken the covenant. He had despised the cities. He regarded no man.
So Esau, man, he just been out here being a fugitive and a vagabond, man. That's his lot, man, to be a fugitive and a vagabond.
That's right.
That's his whole lot, man.
That's
Just to be
right.
a fugitive, a vagabond, to be wicked, to be vile, to vex you, okay? And that's his lot, man. Right? Read.
Verse 30, Isaiah 33 and 9. The earth mourneth and languish.
The earth mourneth in language, read.
Lebanon is ashamed
Uh-huh.
and hewed down. Sharon is like a wilderness.
Uh-huh.
And Bashan and Carmel shake off their fruits.
Right, so let's look at all of Babylon, man. The earth mourning and it languishes, man. The trees, they crying, right? The animals, right? Even down to the small insects, man. They're like, what the hell is going on, man? Can you Negroes hurry up and keep the law, statutes, and commandments? Right? Every time I see an Edomite walking a dog, man, they just be looking like, yo, come on, man. Right? Help.
I think the same thing.
Right? Ain't no telling what Esau be doing to these animals, man. Right? So that's it on that, King. Bring it out.
Hold on, let me finish this.
Okay, Congo, bring it out.
Verse 10. Now will I rise, said the Lord. Now will I be exalted. Now will I lift up myself.
So this is the whole duty of man. So the Lord's name can be exalted, man, amongst the four corners of the earth, man. Right? The trees, the animals, everybody is supposed to be praising the name of Yahweh Yahweh Shah, man. Right? And the Lord is gonna get his due praise, man. Right? And it's starting with the house of Judah, man. Right? The tents of Judah shall be saved first, man. Right? Read.
That's it on that.
Con, that's it on that.
Matthew chapter 20.
You got precept? Oh, Brother Doc.
Verse 7. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand,
Uh-huh.
but it shall not come nigh thee.
It shall not come nigh thee, man. These are the precepts that you got to be meditating on, man. For Jacob's trouble, man. For the days of affliction. Right? It's not going to come nigh thee. Right? This is your wisdom right here. Right? Read.
Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked.
And guess what? Right? The Lord said, roughly paraphrasing, right? It's a good thing to see the downfall of your enemy, man. Right? That's what the Lord said. Right? Read. Find it.
Because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation.
Read.
There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling.
It's all right, 25 and 7. And then the not night plague shall come by thee, man. Right? And this is what we got to meditate on, man. Because these Edomites is getting prepared, man. They ready for war. Right? They ready for the so-called purge, man. Right? They ready for these things. Right? So the Lord said the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, man. Right? And the brother brought out, wisdom shall be a stability of thy times. Right? So our weaponry is wisdom, man. Right? And our wisdom is causing war. Right? These words that we speak, it causes war, man. Esau knows that the Israelites is rising up in these last days. Right? They understand that. All right, so bring that out. 25 and 7.
The book of Sirach, chapter 25, verse 7. There be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy.
Uh-huh.
And the 10th I will utterly with my tongue. Salaki, I will utter with my tongue.
Read.
A man that had joy of his children.
So the Lord said, you should be happy, right? A man that sees, that has the joy of his children is a thing that he's happy about. Right? Read.
And he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy.
And if you live to see the fall of your enemy, we're going to rejoice in that day, man. right? We're going to be happy about that, man. The Lord said, happy shall he be, right? Give me that in Psalms. Happy shall he be. Psalms 147. The last two verses, I think. It might be 149, right?
Psalms
read
147.
read it again.
The book of Sirach, chapter 25, verse 7. There be 9 things which I have judged, and my heart to be happy. And the 10th I will utter with my tongue.
Read.
A man that had joy of his children,
37.
and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy.
And he that lived to see the fall of his enemy, man. That's what we want to see, man. Right? We want to see the fall of our enemy, man. Right? We want to see all of these things that are prophesied in the scriptures. We got a chance to see these things, man, because these prophecies are drawing nigh. Give me Matthew 10, and start at verse 5. Bring it out, King.
You want to start
Start
at 7?
at,
You want to start at verse 7?
start at verse 7.
Read out the book of Psalms, chapter 137, verse 7. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, race it, even to the foundation thereof. O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us.
So the Lord said, happy shall he be that reward thee as he has served us, man. So we're going to be happy in that day, man. Right? We're going to be happy in that day, man. Right? Thus saith the Lord. Right? Read that one more time, King, from the top.
Starting at verse 7, Psalms 137. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, race it, even to the foundation thereof. O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and dashes thy little ones against the stone.
Right, thus saith the Lord, man. That's a future prophecy, man. We're going to be happy in that day, man, to see the fall of our enemies, man. Right? And that's taking place right now, man. As Babylon the Great is clearing out, all hell is about to break loose, man. Right? We're going to be happy about those things. Right? Thus saith the Lord. All right? Give me Psalms 90 real quick before you get that.
Psalms 90. Reading out of the book of Psalms, chapter 90. Which verse?
Verse 1.
Starting at verse 1. Lord, thou hast been our dwelling place in all generations. Before the mountains were brought forth, or ever thou hast formed the earth and the world. Even from everlasting to everlasting, thou art God. Thou turnest man to destruction and savest. Return, ye children of men, for 1,000 years in thy sight are but as yesterday,
Read.
when it is past, and as a watch in the night. Thou carriest them away as with a flood. They are as a sleep in the morning. They are like grass which groweth up.
All right, so they are as asleep as they are in the morning. Hold up, what you got? Can you bring that out?
13 to 15.
Come.
The book of Matthew, chapter 13, verse 15. For this people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are a door of hearing.
So they can't hear, they can't see, man. Similar like the brother that came up, he said himself, well, I ain't gonna hear it, right? The Lord has blocked that out of the people, man, right? Read.
And their eyes they have closed, lest at any time they shall see with their eyes, and hear with their ears,
Read.
and should understand with their heart, and should be converted, and I should heal them. Verse 16, but blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear.
The Lord said, blessed are your eyes, for they see, and they shall hear, right? So if you got eyes to see these prophecies that are taking place right now, right? You see Iran and Russia, right, and these other countries, right? They revving up the wars and World War III that's prophesied in the Bible. The Lord said you blessed to see those things, right? The Lord said you blessed to see the downfall of your enemy, right? Imagine how our forefathers feel when they rallied them up, put them on these cargo slave ships. Imagine how they would feel right now, right, to see Babylon the Great falling and to see that they got to go into slavery, man, under the hand of the Lord. They're going to be happy in that day, man. So what we come out here to do to break down the strongholds of our people, man, to give you knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, right? Which shall be the stability of thy times, right? So read that again, Brother Shaw, 16.
Book of Matthew chapter 13, verse 16. But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. Verse 17, for verily I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things.
The Lord said many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things, right? Our forefathers desire to see the times that we living in right now, man, right? To see the coronavirus taking place, man, right? To see Babylon the Great shaking up, man, their economy, their stocks,